Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. It's Paulie, Esther here, and we had some developments today. The Deep Dive gang went in and found some code. And what can we interpret from this? Let's look at it. So this code here says that the code name for the chapter is Wales. Now don't read too much into that. It's just a country code name. They've been doing this ever since we had Freddy first come out, and the code name for Freddy's chapter was England, and then we went for the pig was Finland, Guam was the clown, Haiti was the spirit, Kenya was the legion, Mali was the plague, Oman was Ghostface, Qatar was Stranger Things, Sweden was the Oni, and Ukraine was the Deathslinger. And they've just skipped a couple of letters, gone through the alphabet, and now we're on W, so it's up to Wales. You'll see here even the mid chapters have their own code names too. I haven't been privy to all those. I feel like I knew some of these in the past. Like I think Japan was a mid chapter, and you'll see here Laos is a mid chapter, and then we have Rwanda, Togo, and Vietnam for those mid chapters, which brought those tomes of the archives 1, 2, and 3. So the Wales code name doesn't actually mean anything. And even in the last chapter, we saw that the nickname for the map had come out as Saloon, and it was like right on the nose. So I guess they said we better not do that anymore. So the map this time is just called WAL01, which I assume stands for Wales 01. Again, the country code name doesn't mean anything, but there are some dates given here, and it suggests that my guess on the calendar was correct in that we're going to see the PTB begin on May the 26th, and live release for the chapter will be 3 weeks after that on June the 16th. Now remember, this is Deep Dive Gang codes. None of this is official. None of this comes directly from behavior. It's just Deep Dive Gang is gone skulking around in the code, and these are dates that they have picked apart from the code of the game, and they believe this to be accurate. Generally, this stuff is accurate, but anything can happen. So if these target dates that I'm giving you here aren't met, that's my fault. Don't blame the devs. Okay? We got it? Remember, they're all working from home. So, you know, we don't know what's going to happen. So now I'm going to show you one other thing that is super interesting about the code. So the other interesting thing that they got out of the code is that the slasher and camper costs are listed here. That's what they call the survivors and the killers. They have camper slashers. And the prices for each of them is 500 auric cells each, which is no surprise to anybody. That's what they charge normally for new characters, is 500 auric cells each. However, when it's an original character, they also list the price for the purchase with iridescent shards. If it's an original character of their own creation, they allow you to purchase it in-game with your playtime iridescent shards. If it's licensed, you can't. You have to pay with auric cells. So that seems to reinforce the belief that whatever this chapter is, it's going to be licensed and not original. So what is the new chapter? I have no idea, but it seems like it's almost certainly licensed. One other thing I saw in the code, which blew my mind, this is completely unrelated, is that we're talking about these internal code names where, you know, they call the killers slashers and the survivors campers. And apparently the Deathslinger is still called the Gunslinger in the code. One thing that really blew my mind is this bit here with the Saw chapter where the internal code name for the survivor is Eric. And I'm like, who the heck is Eric? Do we have a new survivor coming named Eric? But Eric apparently was their first choice for character for the Saw chapter, Detective Eric Matthews. And for whatever reason, it got shifted on to Detective David Tapp. But they never changed the name internally. So he's still called Eric in the dev build or whatever. I don't know. I don't even know how these guys get this code. I'm very technologically ignorant to where this code is coming from. But my sources have always been good, so I have no reason not to believe that they have the code name for the next chapter, which is Wales, and that it is going to be a licensed chapter. What's in it? I have no idea. And you ask why they do these internal code names. It's just so that people aren't walking around the office or down the street, you know, saying the names of the characters. That they're saying, yeah, so I was working on Wales chapter killer. And then everybody who works for the company knows who that means. But if you don't work for the company, you don't know what Wales killer means, right? So that's just like, insulation, so they use these code names and don't reveal stuff to big goofs like me who will go, oh my god, they said the name of the killer, you know, so they go whales, and it's like, I don't know what that means. Anyway, I'm getting off topic here, but that's what I have for you today. It's pretty interesting. I can't wait to see what it is. I hope it's a super hot license and everybody loves it. I can't wait. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great day. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.